Hey, Grace House Churches. Hopefully you have enjoyed dinner, and now we will continue the series of Jesus saying who he is for us. So the story we find ourselves in is that lots of people have lots of things to say about Jesus, but we're trying to figure out, what does he say about himself? So in John chapter 10, he's talking to a group of Pharisees, and he tells them, I am the door. And then he references sheep in this illustration. And so we had to learn about doors and sheep, and then we understand what he means by what he's saying. So first is sheep. There were two kinds of sheep in the ancient world. One were city sheep, one were country sheep. City sheep stayed in these communal pens that were big, and like 5 or 6, groups would be there together. And so the shepherd would drop off the sheep, go stay the night somewhere, come back, and one by one he would call his sheep by name. And that's what Jesus says about himself, that he's the shepherd that calls you by name and you come out. And other voices are not listened to by the sheep. They hear their shepherd's voice and come out. And then secondly, sheep would be out in a pen, and there would be no door on the pen, and the shepherd would have to sleep in the door to protect the sheep. And so this is the illustration Jesus uses when he calls himself the door, that access to safety is through him. So then he goes further and basically says, I'm the door to salvation, I'm the door to security, and I'm the door to abundance. And so this is where it gets difficult. He's being bold and confrontational, letting the Pharisees know that there's no one else that offers salvation. That in the book of Acts, you see there's no other name given under heaven by which we'd be saved except Jesus. So he just makes that plain. He's like, I'm the door to access to God. I'm the door back to the Garden of Eden. I'm the door into the Holy of Holies. I am the way you get right with God. And he just tells them straight away. But I'm not only to salvation, he's also the door to security. That when you go through Christ for salvation, you find safety and security and protection, and you have connection with the shepherd and the sheep. They knew their shepherd and felt safe around their shepherd. And think of like Psalm 23, where you're led by your shepherd through the ups and the downs. He provides for you. And so you're secure in him. And then lastly, he's the door to the abundant life. Everything is offering us joy and abundance in life. And Christ says, only I can provide that for you. There's a stream of theology called the prosperity gospel that would tell you should be able to name and claim everything you want in this world and get all the abundance you want. And somehow that like lack of sorrow, lack of suffering, and all these financial things give you abundance. That is in no way what Jesus is talking about. He's saying in himself, you have something far greater than material possessions. That there's an enemy trying to steal from you, trying to kill you, trying to destroy you. But in Jesus, you have life to the full. And so as we talk today about what does this look like, let's be honest about Jesus' confrontation about salvation. Let's be honest about our fears and Jesus' offer to secure us. And let's be honest about the abundant life, to ask the question, is the enemy stealing from us? Is he trying to harm us? And do we need to go back to Jesus to find protection and abundance? Because this is what he offers to us, not by what he does, but by who he is. He is the door, and he's the door to all of these good things. And so church, are you experiencing these good things? I look forward to you guys talking about it.